Alright, upper cabinets. So, I'm actually filming while I'm in the middle of a project instead of after a project. Who would have thought? Wow, not me. I never thought this day would come, but we finally caught up. We are all caught up. At least at this moment in time that I'm filming this. So right now we're actually currently building my upper cabinets for my van. So the upper cabinets are going to be the same length as my kitchen cabinets. They're going to go from right here straight up all the way over to the other end, and you can actually see the line. This is kind of around the spot that they're going to end up being around. That is one of our main framing beams, whatever you want to call it, and so it's like the perfect spot. It's about a foot down, I think, maybe a little bit more than a foot down, and it's like the perfect space, the perfect spot to attach the cabinets to so they're nice and sturdy. Yeah, and then just the entire length of the kitchen cabinets. So that is all I'm gonna have for upper cabinets, at least for right now. That's what I'm starting off with. I'm pretty confident that's really all the storage I'm gonna need, with the other stuff along with the other stuff that I already have. But yeah, so we started building those the other day. Another project that I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy. Like, I'm gonna be able to figure this out. It might take a little bit longer than I thought, but this is finally, I feel like lately every single project we've been doing has gone has gone badly, has not turned out. We have given up on and not finished and put it off for later, or takes 10 times the length it should, 10 times the amount of time it should. I understand. I'm far enough along into the van build that I understand stuff takes triple the time you think it is going to take. But some of these things have been taking ridiculously long and just have not been working out and have not been going good. So I thought these would be different, and they have been a little bit different. It's gone a little easier. We just hit a step where it was like really annoying. But yeah, right now we're in the middle of building that. So right now, on the floor of my van, let me show you. This is the bottom piece of my upper cabinets. So let me show you. So yeah, this is going to be the bottom, inside bottom of the upper cabinets. Just this, I think it's 1/4 inch plywood, a nicer 1/4 inch plywood. Then this right now is where we're at with the bottom. It is just, I need to show you these. It is just a frame right now because I'm going to have the same lights I have in my ceiling. I'm going to have them under my cabinets, under cabinet lights. So we need a space for them. So I think this is about 1 inch. And then the reason we didn't have a full bar across this is because we need to run wires through it, but we need a spot to nail, screw, whatever in the middle divider. So it is going to have a bottom eventually, but it's open right now. So this is the inside panel. Also, let me real quick describe what my upper cabinets are going to look like. So it is going to have 4 doors that open up like that, or open up like this, but it's only going to have 2 sections. So it's going to be cut in half by a middle dividing wall, but it's going to have 4 doors. And the reason I'm doing this is because I don't need 4 separate sections. I think it makes sense to have it more open so I can fit bigger things up there and kind of reach around, stack stuff more efficiently, and use the space more effectively. But I also do want a division for it to not be completely open, because I think one part is going to be more of my like dry goods, my canned goods, all of that stuff for food, and the other half is probably going to be for my clothes. So that's another reason I kind of wanted a divider in it. So yeah, it's going to have 4 doors, but 2 sections. Kind of going along with that, the hardest part, this is probably going to be the hardest part of the cabinets, upper cabinets. It better be, because it was awful and I don't want to do anything else. This darn template that's made out of a pizza box, it's got a little fun extra piece up there. So you might be thinking, why was that part so hard? All you have to do is kind of fit it in here, make it so it fits in here. You got the right angle, right curve. Yeah, but you can get that angle, but you also need this right angle to be perpendicular 90 degrees and this angle to be 90 degrees this way with everything in the van. And so at one point I was like, oh, perfect, I got the angle in like 20 minutes, it fitting good. And then we realized to use the template, we need this to be 90 degrees at the length of the cabinets, at the height of the cabinets. So then yesterday actually, I took about an hour, hour and a half to make this work. And you can see my little notes. I have this extra flap up here. It needs to connect to this spot right here. So we got to connect this upper piece to this piece right here with a line, because I couldn't get a little cardboard piece right here. So that's what we did. We ended up cutting this stencil, whatever, was not perfect, but it was close enough that we could just kind of cut down the wooden side pieces. So now we have those drying, because I don't know why we didn't do this, why we didn't get 1/2-inch plywood for it, but we got 1/4-inch plywood for the sides. But when we were talking about measurements and all that stuff, we needed an extra inch total. And so we were gluing 2 1/4-inch to equal 1/2-inch, and then we're going to use like 3/4 inch for our middle divider. Did that make sense? Probably not. But we have those drying right now because we glued them together. So yeah, and that's kind of the point we're at. Once those dry, we'll be able to, I say this like it's going to be a couple hours, we'll be able to throw everything together once that is dried. But we're kind of at a standstill because the wood glue takes 24 hours to dry. So hopefully tomorrow morning we'll be able to start working on it again. The update on the upper cabinet so far, we're all caught up. I'm all caught up. I don't have to talk to you guys about anything else. I just talked way too much. I talk way too much for like someone who shouldn't be speaking, but it's just like who I am. Hey, y'all know the drill. I have terrible lighting 24/7 and there's no good spot for me to place my camera in here right now. Another update on my upper cabinets. Wow, everyone, round of applause for me. I'm doing so good on getting updates in. So proud of myself. I don't know how I'm going to show you this. Here, I'll just show you it on the ground and then I'll try and explain it. One sec. So, we have, right here. They are all done. It's all built. We just haven't put any of the doors on or like the hinges for the doors. But they're actually completely done. It's gonna have an open back because we're attaching it from this like crossbar and then on this little back piece right here. I'm gonna get a better angle to kind of show you what I mean. That's one of them. Yay! This is gonna be one of 4. I'm gonna drop it, so we're gonna set it back down. We also, this is kind of something random, but we had to put little shims along the back of the bar that goes across because of the curve in the wall. We couldn't put this piece all the way along here because it kind of curves, so we had to line it up with the tallest part back here so it doesn't like come out. So we had to put, if it's gonna focus, little shims in a few places where we're attaching it, so there isn't like extra space from the wall, and so it isn't like super loose and like bouncing around when it's on the wall, and so it has like a better hold and a better fit for the wall. You see this wire back here? That is for the upper cabinets, and, or obviously it's for the upper cabinets, but I'm gonna have, this like takes up the entire space in here. It's so hard to walk. Basically there's gonna be 3 lights under my cabinets, and we have it actually so it's lined up over each like section of the cabinets. So there's gonna be one in the center of this one above the center of this one, and one above the center of this, because it's kind of weird doing 3 lights when you have 4 different cabinets. It's hard to like evenly space that out, especially with the middle divider. So we decided to center them along each of those 3 sections so it would look even, instead of trying to do a whole bunch of math and try to figure out a different way. And this, we actually don't have this plate on. That's gonna be installed, I believe, after this entire thing is up there. So we're gonna run the wire that you see back here, I almost killed myself for the 5th time, through this little hole that we have right here. And then we designed it so there's like a little lip so that this will fit, this bottom plate where the lights go up into will fit flush with the bottom. So that was a little annoying to work around, but we have it all now and it fits perfect. It fits so good. So yeah, everything is basically, we have to figure out exactly how we're gonna do the doors and everything. We have a pretty good idea. We have 2 different types of hinges, so hopefully one of them works. That's what I spent this morning doing. I literally stood in the aisle with all like the door hinges, like cabinet hinges or whatever. I was talking out loud to myself, and I was standing in the middle of the aisle like a psychopath. I'm sure people thought I was insane, but I stood there for like 30 minutes and I was like, okay, so like if this style hinge, like if it goes like this on the inside, are we doing it on the outside though? Because like this, that's what I was doing to myself out loud, speaking out loud, doing all the movements, like I don't care, but like it's kind of funny to me, so I just, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We're basically done. We have to put like everything together. We almost put it up yesterday, but then last minute decided not to. So I'm counting them as like done, but we're not like finished. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. We're done but not finished. So yeah, I thought these people were gonna leave. They're just sitting in the driveway. I don't know what's going on. But I will show you the front in just a minute. So we'll cut to that. It's been 15 minutes. They finally left. Let's go look at my cabinets. Oh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Obviously, like, this is the best view we're gonna get. And this is what they look like. We just use like 1x2s as the face frame, but it also will really help with like structure. So yeah, as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're like the perfect size. So yeah, they're so close to being done. Like, I think we're gonna finish up the cabinet doors tomorrow. If it all goes to plan. If all goes to plan, they'll be finished up tomorrow. So, yeah. I'm so excited. They look so good when we were just like holding them up to make sure they fit. But yeah. So I'm editing this video right now, and I just want you guys to know that some of the clips where I kind of show you the process of what's going on with the build and stuff like that, little clips of the progress, I filmed these before I realized that the setting on my phone camera needed to be changed, and that's why the coloring is off. I think it's because like the HDR, like special iPhone camera setting was on, and at the time I didn't realize it needed to be turned off. So that's why now I'm obviously filming on my phone right now. All the clips look normal, but the ones in this video of like the quick little update clips that I have are a really weird color. It's like there's no saturation to it. I've tried to adjust it a little bit. I can't figure out how to make it look good. So it is what it is. I still want you guys to see what I'm like talking about and stuff. So just bear with me for that. But I just wanted to warn you guys ahead of time. So I have an extremely exciting update on the upper cabinets. This might be this is gonna be probably the final update for this video, unless we do something else in the next like couple weeks or so. But we have them installed and I'm looking at them right now, and it's crazy to see them in because we just built them in the workshop. We built them outside of the van. So I haven't seen them in at all, and it's just so cool. We put them in yesterday afternoon, and yeah, they're basically finished. We just have to trim out the edges, and then we'll be all done. So we will pivot. I'm going to show you a quick overview. So we have my bed, kitchen countertops, all of that fun stuff. Well, bam. Ta-da! And I'm eventually going to do like a little partial divider wall that goes to the end of these, just so it's more finished and closed off. But yeah, and then we will have to put a trim piece on the top. The top didn't fit perfectly. We actually have a bunch of shims up there, so it's flush with the ceiling. This side was pretty good, but this side it kind of got lower, just the way the ceiling ran and everything. So we will be putting a little like nice small trim piece along there. Oh, and I'll show you inside too. This is one of them. I have these nice like leather handles that I bought for everything a while ago on Amazon. Gas struts. This is gonna be the ugliest looking one because that's where this is. But yeah, the gas struts are a little bit closed, but they work really well. I'll show you a less ugly one. Here we go. Ta-da! Lots of room. It's obviously just like 2 halves instead of like 4 different parts. But yeah, very, very nice. And it works great. Looks amazing. Yeah, and then you guys know I wanted to do under cabinet lights. So this is the wire to that. It's actually inside here right now, coming out from the wall, coming down here. And then the lights, this is open right now, but the lights will be one under this section, one under this middle section where my sink is going to be, and then one under this third section. Because we're going to only do 3. So it would look, it was a little hard because we have a middle like solid divider. So we wouldn't have been able to put a light in the middle where we need it so they're all equal. So we kind of decided to put them over each of the 3 sections because I have 3 lights. So yeah. Oh, and then this is where the lights are going to go. So we just have to run wiring and stuff throughout here and hook up all the lights and all of that. And those lights will be controlled by this light switch. If it'll focus. This light switch right here. So, yeah. That's my upper cabinets. And they actually were harder or / easier than we thought they would be to install. They actually didn't take that long. We just used a lot of shims and a lot of PL, so yeah, but they seem really solid. I'm still so scared that they're gonna like fall down. Like, every time I put something new in the van, like first it was my bed, and then it was my lower cabinets, and then it's my bench seat. Every time I put something new in here, I'm like panicked for like the first like month or two of having it in here that's just gonna like fall apart. Like, I'm so scared like wood is just gonna crack and it's gonna crumble. Like, I know we built these solid and they're fine. We're like, everything is installed properly and safely and everything should stand, but just my anxiety is telling me that it's gonna fall and break completely and it's just gonna be the end of the world. So for the next couple months I will be having a constant panic attack that these are gonna fall, even though they're installed plenty well. Like, they're not going anywhere. But yeah, anyway, that's the end of my cabinet build video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more van build videos and future van life vlogs and content and all of that stuff. So yeah, bye guys, see you later.